Chapter 1. The woman at the end of the platform was wearing a red hat and lumbering with a packed luggage cart. She looked a lot like Aunt Inge, except that Aunt Inge never wore hats and would only ever carry her own luggage in the most exceptional of circumstances. Christine Schmidt squinted, trying to see more clearly. The resemblance was uncanny and disconcerting, but it couldn't be her. After all, this was Westerland, a small seaside resort on the Isle of Sylt, and Inge lived over 300 miles away in Dortmund. Christine lost sight of the woman and looked back toward the train doors. He would soon be emerging from one of them. Johann, only the most wonderful man in the world. They hadn't seen each other anywhere near enough lately, but today was the first day of their vacation together. 2 weeks on Sylt in May. She couldn't ask for more. Germany's northernmost island, Sylt, was a much-loved tourist destination, renowned for its breathtaking 25-mile-long sandy beach. When the train pulled into the station, Christine stood on tiptoe. The cars must have been full to bursting because more and more people were crowding onto the platform. Finally, she saw him getting out of one of the cars toward the back. She tried to make her way to him, but the swarm of people slowed her progress, and for some reason, Johann had stopped in his tracks. When she eventually managed to get close to him, she realized what was causing the holdup. A fully loaded baggage cart stood smack in the middle of the platform, and the woman in the red hat was perched on top of it, ignoring the curses and irritated glares from the people trying to get around her. One of them was Johann, who let out a loud "Scheisse" when his leg collided with metal. The woman just sat there smiling, oblivious to it all. Johann was rubbing his shin with a pained expression. Finally reaching him, Christine put her hand on his shoulder. He turned around, and she saw his grimace transform into a wide smile. His arms wrapped around her, as did the characteristic smell of his cologne. She closed her eyes as he kissed her. The rest of the world disappeared, and life was wonderful again. Until someone cleared her throat behind them, and a voice that sounded exactly like Aunt Inge's said, "So, this is your new boyfriend." Christine gave a start, pulled away from Johann, and looked at the woman propped on the baggage cart. It was Aunt Inge, wearing an improbable red hat with a ribbon around the brim, and without Uncle Walter. She looked extremely cheerful and self-satisfied, and had a puzzling amount of luggage with her. Inge cocked her head to one side and looked Johann up and down, while he stood there, confused. "You see, you should always be careful not to swear. You never know who might be nearby. I'm Christine's aunt. Westerland train station isn't the ideal place to meet for the first time, but never mind. Aren't you two a bit old for canoodling in public like that? Oh, well, I'm sure you know best." She hopped off and looked at her luggage. "Do either of you have any idea how to move this monstrosity?" Johann quickly pulled himself together, revealing his suave and capable self. "You have to press the handle, otherwise the brake locks, and I can assure you I didn't swear. It was a cry of pain, but never mind, let me push the cart for you. Where are you off to?" While Johann took control and was powering the cart through the station, his own bag slung over his shoulder, Christine was still staring at her aunt in disbelief. She had lost weight and was wearing a close-fitting skirt, a light blouse, and an expensive-looking coat.